Okay, guys, I think I've decided that this is the better view. So this is Rocky. So shout out to Rocky over here. Um, he's made it fun. So it's always good to have the dog around, and I don't know, man. He hypes me up, man. Hypes me up, gives me a lot of good energy. And then when I'm going through when I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this live stream, like it just helps a lot, you know. So shout out to Rocky. I don't know how old is he now. Let me see if I can try to call him over to introduce you guys a little bit. I don't know, man. I have my. I just feel like it doesn't look. It looks crooked. My live stream. I'm not sure, but definitely wanted to talk to y'all. I mean, eventually I'll get in front of the camera and whatever and kick it with y'all. But right now, the idea is to sort of do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, talk to you guys about the Knicks. It's not like I've been talking to you guys about the Knicks a lot either, right? So um, let me look at my phone real quick. I just want to see what you guys are saying so that way it looks good. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody who's coming through, checking out the live stream. Um, this is my New York Knicks podcast where I talk about the Knicks and I talk about the NBA. So this is what I'm looking to do. So bear with me, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the vibe, the live stream. It takes practice. Let me lower the volume over here. Hey, so shout out to everybody coming through. People want to know where I'm from. I'm from New York City, the United States, USA. Um, and this is about the New York Knicks. And let me see if there's anything else. Let me send some support there. Appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody coming through. Rocky, Rocky, come on. How come? Okay, good, good, good. It advances. You guys are seeing what I'm seeing. All right, cool. Anyways, how many people from the chat are Knicks fans? This is what I want to ask you guys. I see a lot of new people, cool peoples, and I want to ask you guys where you guys. What's up, everybody in the chat group? All right, so soon I'm gonna start the live, and maybe eventually I'll get on the live stream. So this is about as far as I can go. Talk, with you guys. Rocky, yes, yes. Okay, that's your leash. You're gonna chill. You're gonna chill. You're gonna chill. All right, chill, chill. All right, all right. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. You're acting out of control. You acting out of control again. Yeah. Okay. Enough. Enough. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Time out. Too much. Too much energy. Good. Stay there. Good. All right, man. I'm gonna chill out for a second, man. Hung out with the dog. Said hi to everybody in the chat. Everybody. Rocky could swim. Yes. Yes. To the chat that asked. Yes, he could swim. Let's get to it, man. Let's talk. Let's talk, let's leave it like that. Let me sit down myself. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm trying. Okay. 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 Enough. Enough. Okay. All right. No, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't with you. I'm trying. Okay. But just can you chill for a second? Can you chill? Sit down. Sit. Sit. Just sit. 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 Just sit. Just sit. I know. Sit. Good. 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 No, good, 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 good. You're already good. You're already good. Good. Anyways, let's get this live stream started real quick. So, I wish I can sort of try to. Easy. Okay. Enough. Sit down. 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 I have to. No. This guy right here. This guy right here. It's a lot of energy. Enough. Rocky, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Yo. Hey. When I say A, stop. Okay. I'm not. I'm not. Stop. Stop. Don't bite. Don't bite. This guy, he's using his muscle and everything. That's okay. Good work. Lucky. I'm not asking you to be more aggressive. Sit. Sit. All right. All right. All right. The energy this guy brings, boy. Stay close. Stay right there. Stay right there, cause yo, guy wants to. This guy wants to dominate my whole live stream. Yo, hi man. And he shut down my yo. I'm telling you, it takes a while for me to get creative and try to create this live stream. It takes a minute. Hopefully, I'm creating something here. Hopefully. Jeez. Thank you guys. For those who stood around, shout out to you guys. You guys are the real MVP. But it was war. It was war. Here comes Rocky now. So first things first, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody coming through, checking out the live stream. Today I want to talk to you about Mikal Bridges and his situation. So Mikal Bridges just signed a contract extension, $150 million contract extensions, 4 years. I think it averages about almost 40 mil per year, about that. So shout out to him for that. Um, right now, where am I at? I'm at my sister's house visiting for the day, and summertime. So you gotta enjoy the summertime. You gotta enjoy. Gotta. Sometimes I can do things the regular way, and sometimes I want to have to be out and about. And this is one of those days where I'm out and about, and I'm just you know gonna live stream anyways. So Mikal Bridges contract extension and $150 million. I think the average is about is that I know 40 times 4 is 160. So it's gonna I'm assuming what 38, 39 or something. So shout out to Mikal Bridges. I want to know we got a new coach as well. We fired Coach Tibbs, and let me make sure you guys can hear me because I okay good. So anyways, Mikal Bridges, no more Coach Tibbs, and we have Mike Brown. Can Mike Brown unleash Mikal Bridges? I remember Keegan Murray was a player that the Sacramento Kings drafted. I forget what year he got drafted, but he was having like a really good season with the Sacramento Kings, and and you have the Aaron Fox. The Aaron Fox is really good, and it was Keegan Murray that was really making a name for himself with Mike Brown, and so I want to know. I kind of want to know: is it possible that Mikal Bridges can make his value go up? Can because we traded 5 first round picks, pick swaps, and what else did we trade for? We traded Bojan Bogdanovic and 2 other players, maybe. I know Shake Milton. I know it's Bojan, Mikal, Shake Milton, and 2 other players for Mikal Bridges. So that's the question for you guys. What's up, Rocky? Anyways, what else do I want to talk to you? I don't know, man. It's 2025. It's been hot. Um, Over here, enjoying the weather. August. It's been an interesting summer for me. A lot of work, and being a content creator. Constantly, content creating is it takes a lot of work. Uh, by any means, it's not easy. You know, it's either it's a lot of work from in terms of talk, just the conversations, and in terms of working a new microphone, or working new this, or working a new that. So a lot of this stuff is just it's expensive, and all that stuff. So, anyways, Luka Doncic also signed a contract extension. I think it was 3 years, 165. I think it was a big win for the Lakers. They traded Anthony Davis. They traded uh, they traded Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, and I don't know what else was the other details, but the Dallas Mavericks are in good position too. Though they were able to get the number one overall pick, and they drafted Cooper Flag. So now they have Cooper Flag and Anthony Davis, and they have Kyrie Irving. So there's a lot going on with that. In terms of the Knicks, this is the Knicks are. This looks like a for the Knicks right now. This is looking like the Knicks are looking very solid this season, and it has to do a lot with the injuries. There's a lot of injuries. Jason Tatum had a freak injury; he tore his Achilles, and Tyrese Halliburton as well tore his Achilles, and he'll be out for the season. So I don't know. I mean, the only dark horse that I can think of will be the Philadelphia 76ers. You never know. Maybe the Milwaukee Bucks as well. And you don't know. You just never know. Anyways, you know, let me see if there's anything else what more can I add to the conversation? I do have a couple of topics. Mikal Bridges, the Knicks. I mean, I would think so far the biggest obstacle for the Knicks is the Cleveland Cavaliers, and there goes Rocky in the video. Kind of want to add him in the video a little bit more. I think it's cool to have the pool side and whatever. I think is a pretty good vibe, but I don't know, man. I always think about one more to add. So, anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the vibe over here. Um, Let me see what else I was thinking about. I just gave a conversation about the injuries in the East, the potential dark horses as well. I think that's about it. I think that's about it for the East, right? I mean, everybody's pretty much like rebuilding. Like the Washington Wizards are rebuilding. The Hawks got Porzingis. We'll see how that goes. I feel like the NBA is gonna really push for another team in the East that I have no idea is gonna surprise us. But that's what I feel. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, sit then. If it's like that, just sit. Forget it. I was trying to put you in the video. Forget it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. All right, just sit there. Sit. Just sit. Just yeah. All right. Just sit. Okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good already. You're good. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're already a good boy. Well, you don't need to do more. Uh, Forget it. For- You're good. You're a good boy. Okay. Forget it. 1 minute, Jack. See, nada. Eso no fue nada. Huh? Forget it. With this dog, this is like setup number two. I'm up to number 2 with this dog right now, man. Good to be around with. A lot of energy, boy. Everything goes wrong with this guy. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody coming through, checking out the live stream. I'm over here at my sister's house. This is Rocky over here, and I'm just chilling over here. But if I sit down or whatever, it's prepared for me. I have to be ready to like get attacked, get mauled, and he has a lot of energy. A lot of energy. This guy, love him, but I gotta teach him like, listen, when I'm good, you know, oof. There he goes. There he goes. That's the good dog right there. Anyway, so I'm gonna just go with it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Today I want to talk to you guys about Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges signed the contract extension, and we hired a new coach, Mike Brown. Mike Brown, he unleashed Keegan Murray back when he used to work with Sacramento, and I want to know, can he unleash Mikal Bridges even more than last season? I feel like I was looking at the stats for Mikal Bridges. Wow, he really shot over 50% last season. Played a lot of minutes too with Coach Tibbs, and I don't know, man. At first, he's like a third option, fourth option kind of thing. But I don't know. We also have an ISO point guard with Jalen Brunson. Very ball dominant, clutch player of the year. But let's see. Let's see. Here goes this guy right here. I'm gonna call him the main attraction of this live stream, just because I don't get to see him all the time, you know. So that's part of part of life. You try to you try to capture some moments and you try to make the best of it. So right now I'm at my sister's house, visiting. I get 2 days off, and then I try to live stream as well. So, anyways, what else do I have? What more do I have to say today? It's summertime. There's not much going on really. The Knicks signed Gershon Yabusele. That was a pretty good signing. We also drafted Muhammad Diawara. Tyler Kolek was decent in summer league. So was Diawara. I think Diawara kind of made a more of a name for himself. Who else was started in the summer league? It was Diawara. Oh, Daddier. Daddier still uh, did okay. Um, what else do I have to say? Contract extension for Mikal Bridges. We signed Gershon Yabusele. We did some decent move. Oh, we signed Jordan Clarkson. That's the one that keeps slipping. Jordan Clarkson. That's gonna be big for us next season. So I look forward to the Knicks being dominant next season. 55 wins next season. I mean, I don't know. It's the first time for Mike Brown to be the head coach. So I cannot say 55 wins or 60 wins. It's going to be about those playoff wins. It's about the quality of teams can we beat in the playoffs and in the regular season. So that's all I have in terms of Really, the Knicks, because the Knicks are pretty. There's no more need for lots of talent no more. So there's no more need to talk about the NBA draft like that, really, and so forth. So, anyways, hmm I think it was my mom. I think my mom. I think I saw my mom there. Let me get myself settled. But if I get myself settled, that's trouble because Rock is gonna come through and he's gonna just want to play. And when he wants to play, he's gonna want to play a lot. Yes, yes. Anyways, my sister's birthday is coming up. Let me see. I kind of wish I knew how many minutes is this live stream. Bear with me. Yeah, I don't know how many minutes is this live stream so far. Ah, see, so some people named their cat Kobe. I read in the chat. That's kind of cool. Anyways, what more can I talk to you guys about? What can we talk? What can we talk about? More do I have to share with you guys? Um, not sure. It's not often I visit my sister's house, you know, but it's cool. I try to make the most of it. It's gonna be on today's live stream. And for me right now, it's about the little things like, uh, family time, family, hanging with the family, being with the family, and I don't know. I guess share it in the live stream. So I'm not sure if I've seen anybody sort of. I don't know how I came up with the concept, but I felt like the need to do this, so to speak. Um, I feel like it's the only way. It's the only way. So live stream and family time here, and then live stream. A little bit of something else. I don't know what it's gonna come about, and and then live stream with you guys. So yeah, NBA news. NBA news. Luka Doncic signed with the Lakers. He 3 years, 165, well deserved, and he slimmed down. So this I anticipate a strong season from Luka Doncic next season, and this LeBron James was not there, so that's a lot. LeBron James is gonna create a lot of. He's gonna attract a lot of attention. What he does and what he doesn't do is gonna attract a lot of attention. So there's a lot of videos of him golfing with his son, and I don't know. That seems to be the conversation. Well, we'll see. People are expected for him to be traded, but from now to the NBA trade deadline. So I don't know, man. I feel like now I have a lot of appreciation towards LeBron James. As a Knicks fan, I'm more geared to be more against him because of the whole what happened in 2010. He didn't sign here. And also, there's also been like lots of jabs coming from LeBron James with the Knicks. So I've always had, but now I'm sort of like moving forward, moving along, and respecting his career more, and and so forth. So, anything else I want to add to that? Um, I don't know, man. This is one of the most talented Knicks team that I know. Might be the most talented Knicks team in history. But yeah, for whatever reason, I always we. It's easy to say we're very talented in this, but it's always very tough to say. You know, I'm expecting a championship. It's always tough to say. It's always like we need to be patient. We need to take it one step at a time, and we can't just make demands just yet. It's still too early. I don't know why. I don't know why. Um, Let me turn this to the side a little bit, just a little bit. Anyways, side news. I've been hooping as of late. I've been hooping a lot. Been working on my health, watching what I eat, looking to slim down. You know, 20 pounds this season. By the end of this year, 25 pounds, maybe 30 if I could. Um, and I've been doing a lot of basketball, a lot of exercising, and this is like one of the few months that I've had like that I can say I had a strong month. Like I had a decent month. So proud of myself for that. Um, Anything else I want to talk about? Tyler Hero is expected to sign a 3-year, $150 million contract. So that's going all over on Twitter. So we'll see. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but also the Knicks did sign Jordan Clarkson. I'm excited to see the bench unit next season. That's the main thing that I'm really excited to watch next season. Jordan Clarkson, Deuce, and Gershon Yabasule. And I don't know who's going to be the center. Is it going to be Mitchell Robinson? Is it going to be Huck Porty? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know this coach yet, so it's gonna take time for me to get to know him. But I'm definitely looking forward to the bench unit next season. Um, Anything else I want to add? Not really. I'm just vibing out right now, enjoying the weather, cooling out, cooling out. I hope you guys are cooling out too. hmm I gotta talk to y'all about me going to Knicks games next season. I don't even know how. I don't even know how. I don't have the time. It starts with time. It starts with how I'm gonna spend my money. There's always things that I need to get, and I just don't know. I have no idea yet how I could possibly go to Knicks game next season. You got to deal with the NBA schedule. Then you got to deal with my work schedule, and then which my days are for Mondays and Tuesdays. So it's like that. I have to deal with that sort of thing. Mondays and Tuesdays. It's like what day can like what Knicks game can I watch on a Monday and a Tuesday? You know what I mean? It's like so that's my whole deal. And then I have and then I work nights, right? It's not like I work mornings. I work nights. So when I can't do it, I literally can't do it. Um, Anything else I got going on? Shout out to the chat coming through, supporting. Appreciate y'all. I feel like, man, not for nothing, but like if I was like a teenager now, I would say like this is like the best year to be like a Knicks fan, right? Like, can you imagine being 12, 13 years old and what's up, Rocky? Can you can you imagine being 12, 13 years old and your point guard is Jalen Brunson and your shooting guard is Mikal Bridges and your small forward or power forward is OG Ananobi. And then you have Carl Anthony Towns as your starting center. I don't know, maybe power forward. Okay, okay, enough. Okay, stay right there, stay right there, stay right there. Hold on, stay right there. I'm working. Hold on, I'm working. I'm working. Stay. Go ahead, go ahead. All right, so this is Rocky over here. Rocky's mm-hmm. He's trying to figure out like what am I looking at, I guess. Bear with me. Bear with me. Mm-hmm. This is me now. I'm about to make it a little bit about me. He beat me up. Look at all my shirt. I have to wash it right away. got a lot of got a lot of slob in me. I'll wash it down later. Just tomorrow, just I'll deal with that when I can. But anyways, so if let me start all over the story because I got distracted with the dog. So can you imagine like being 12 years old or 13 years old right now, and your point guard, and you're in New York, and you're a new Knicks fan, and your starting point guard is Jalen Brunson, your shooting guard is Mikal Bridges, then you have OG Ananobi as well, then you have Karl Anthony Towns, and then you have Mitchell Robinson. So I think it's like one of the best seasons ever to be a Knicks fan. I mean, I think the only season that can rival this season would be like a Patrick Ewing year, or maybe a Walt Clyde Frazier with Pearl Washington, Earl the Pearl kind of season. Like it has to be like one of those type of seasons. So It could be maybe, I would have to like, that's a conversation in itself. Like, what season? Like, this is the best season to be a Knicks fan. Like, if I was growing up in this, I'd be super hyped. I would be mad hype right now. If going to school, can you imagine going to school right now? You'd be like, yo, listen, man. I would think that a lot of kids right now would be imitating Brunson or maybe Carl Anthony Towns too. He got a good jump shot too. So, and if you always need a defender, so OG's gonna be up there. Somebody who can defend and he can shoot the corner three. I think it's a vibe. I was recently I was you know I recently went to the park and I, I don't know how many of y'all used to go to Riverbank Park, but like I was recently there. I was like, man, I remember when this was like the place to go. Like back when there was like the N1 mixtapes over, the N1 mixtape era. That was like, I don't know, was that 95? That was like from 95 to I feel like from 95 to 205, right? Around there. So I remember just I like the vibe at Riverbank Park because it kind of gives me like, it's like you have like a track and you have like a place where you can walk around. Then you have a basketball court indoors. Then you have a basketball court outdoors. And I just thought it was dope. I was like, oh snap! Like this is like mad chill over here. I like the energy over here. And you see a lot of people like my age or older, grandmothers. They're still going after it. They're walking around the track all day, and they're exercising. Some people, people my age are still hooping, and it's there's a lot. That's a lot that I appreciate because like it definitely makes me reflect and think about what I do a lot. Like for example, like here I am trying to like here I am talking to you guys, right? And often like I'm like why do I have a Knicks channel? What pushed me towards creating a YouTube channel? And at first it was like COVID, right? It started with COVID. My dad passed away. That was pretty traumatic. And at that time, I wasn't living with my dad, but I was still like my dad asked me to see him. Like it was a Thursday. Listen, on Thursday, I knew you to come back. I was like, all right, cool, I'll see you. But people, bec- and the reason he wanted me to come through was because my grandma passed away. His mom passed away, right? And I was like, all right, man. I was like, all right, man. I'll try to come through, whatever. But it was like May 2020. This was scary at that time. So, and my dad is at that. My dad was diabetic. So, um, he asked me to come through. I was like, Dad, listen. When the day showed up, I was like, I couldn't do it because people are dying. You know what I mean? People are dying. I'm like, what's up? What's up with these people? People are dying. What? Yeah, people are dying. And I don't know, man. It could have been a week or 2 weeks later. I get that phone call. My dad passed away too, just like that. So what happened was I was like, at that time, I was very big with. I don't know. I don't even know how. I forget that part, but like I remember at one point I was hanging with Legion of Knicks podcast, and you know, and he was talking Knicks basketball. He invited me over to talk on his channel. I was like, "Yeah, chill, Legion, chill," because he just like I wasn't like being in front of the camera was like I was nervous about it. So I think there was like a sportscaster, like there was like a sportscaster. It was like YouTube, and there was like a sportscaster thing coming through. And I was like, "Ah, man!" Throughout the COVID season, like it was like Nobody was working. We were talking Knicks basketball because at that time we didn't have no basketball, so you couldn't even go outside. And it was going outside wasn't safe. So I was like, all right, man, like the best thing to do was to stay like in your room and wash your hands, sanitize, and so forth. So the only thing I could do was like sort of like play video games a lot, which I did that a lot, and talk Knicks basketball. So then Freezy showed up on my timeline. I was like, hey, what's up, Freezy? And then I think he invited me to his to Blue Orange Tears. So shout out to Blue Orange Tears and all that stuff. Like that was cool. Um, so then so I did that. I did that sort of thing. So that was cool. Talking Knicks basketball. That happened like for 2 years. I was like joining panels. I joined Freezy's panel, Legion as well. Down the line, later down the line was. I mean, I did also what's it called, Uncle Fulio's NBK thing as well. I also did Die Hard Knicks podcast as well. Shout out to those guys. So shout out to everybody. So I was that was like sort of my thing. But what keeps me going is what keeps me going as a Knicks fan. Like why I remember growing up, right? Like I don't know if you guys. I feel like this was like maybe like a defining moment for me. So growing up, right? I started liking playing basketball, right? So at like 12 or 13, I forgot what age, but Allen Iverson, it says I'm in high school and Iverson got drafted already. And Allen Iverson's crossing people over. He's making people jump. He crosses people with his left hand. That's his infamous crossover. And so people, I guess, are jumping right. I guess right. So people going jumping people, making people jump right. And I'm like, oh snap, that's crazy. And I remember I'm like, yo man, like as a young kids, we were like, yo man, we're gonna try to make it to the NBA. You know, that's what me and my high school friends. That's what we were big on. And shout out to those guys, man, because those guys, I feel like they played a large role with kind of who I am. Still to this day, I still think about those years. I even think about them. I still think about them. I'm like, yo, man, I wonder what these guys, are doing, or. But that's life, man. You grow up and things happen. You're like, how? What's going on over here? And I don't know, man. But especially when I go to Riverbank Park, like me and my basketball friends, what? We were big on that, and I still to this day try to do things that we were kind of doing back when we were in high school, like go to Riverbank Park. Like I missed the conversations growing up, trying to make it to the NBA. I kind of missed that. That's actually like really my vibe, and I don't know. I just cherish those years, man. So how does that? What does that have to do with now? With now, I'm more into, I guess, like talking to y'all, and more into talking Knicks basketball, and just keeping my life more into basketball, so to speak. I just like it's sort of. I sort of wish I could have done this had I not, had I been in college now. This is part of what I would be doing. If I couldn't make it to the NBA, I'm like, oh man, I'm like, what am I gonna do next? Content creation, talk Knicks basketball, and I guess share with you guys um, where I'm at, what I feel about the Knicks, What I feel about basketball? Ah, look at this guy right here. Blame Randall. Yes, yes. Shout out to the chat. This chat, man, is hilarious. Yes. Blame everything on Julius Randall. That's me. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's my thing, man. That's what kind of keeps me going. It's I guess you know that drive to be better. You know, so I forgot to mention that part. So when I was younger, the older folks in my neighborhood, they would tell me like, "Yo, listen, man, you're already 13. You started off too late. You don't got a chance. You don't got a chance to make the NBA. You just started now. You should have started this when you were 5 or 6 years old. You can't try to be 13 years old and try to make it to the NBA." So, anyways, when like, me and my high school friends, like we were like, "Nah, man, we're gonna go with it. We're still gonna keep pushing, man. We gotta keep pushing." And that's what keeps me going. Like I'm like, yo, man, like I felt like growing up, like I never had a real chance. So, but now I feel like it's like that. A lot of life is like that. Like you're always gonna start off too late, or it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. So for me, I'd rather just the only thing that I've learned to do while growing up was like as long as I like what I'm doing, I'm just gonna keep going and keep doing what I'm doing. So that's what I learned. That's what I learned. So here I am today, um, with the same energy, with the same energy as if I was younger, trying to make the NBA. Except I'm just gonna try to build my YouTube channel. And what's up, Rocky? Good to see you. Yes. Sit there. Yes. Just sit. Just sit. You're good. You're good. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Sit. 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 Just sit. Sit. Rocky. Okay. Sit. There you go. Anyways, hopefully I'm sure I'll give you guys some good conversations over here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the conversation. Wait a minute. That's what happens when I'm playing with my dog. Anyways, what more can I talk to you? I gave you a little bit of Knicks. I gave you a little bit of me, conversations, me growing up. Me, I'm at my sister's house. We're chilling. And this is like my first time sort of doing it this way. It's trial and error, right? It's gonna take practice. It's not gonna be easy. And I look back to see if we like it. So I'm gonna vibe out for a second. Get back into the conversation later. Mm. So later on, oh, I gotta check. Oh man. Anyways, later on, I might try to bear with me. Later on today, I'm thinking about maybe doing some interviews. Just like try to ask some simple questions, talk to people about the Knicks, and see what they think about this season. It's tough, man. This is like one of the. I don't know how people come up with the conversations. I don't really have those kind of conversations. But this is like one of the tougher seasons because the Knicks are so good. So this is like a tough season to like evaluate. It's to have any. There's always a lot of doubt, right, in the season, and this is like one of the tougher ones to find a lot of the doubts. You know, which you would think like, hey, listen, the Knicks should win it all this year, but you just never know. That's a good boy. You're a good boy. Um. Mhm. Mhm. All right. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Just stay there. Just stay there. I got you. Okay. Very good boy. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. This is how you gotta talk to him. Or else it could get worse for me. Very good. You're very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. I'm telling you. This is very good. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm not lying to you. Very good. No, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to fight with you. No, no. This is good for me right here. Yeah, this is good for me. Yeah, thank you. Maybe when I was younger, I could have played more, but I'm not in my 20s no more like that. I am not in my 20s. When I was younger, I could play. Now, mm-mm. This is life, man. House, dog, playing, live streaming a little bit. Why not? Why am I? Why not for me? So, just chill out over here. Maybe Rocky can help me. Maybe we should get you signed up so we get free dog food over here for you guys. What do you think about that? You want to get sponsored? You want to get sponsored for free dog food? That sounds good. You know, there's a reason why I kind of want to put Rocky in my in today's live stream because I don't know, man. Yes, I'm a huge fan of you, Rocky. Yes, there's a reason. So the reason why is, dogs are the best, man. Dogs are the best. Rocky, you're the best. You're the best. Yes. Um, you know, I used to have another dog. His name was Gotti. One of the best that ever did it. Rocky's up there. He's climbing up now, boy. Um, so this is like when you had a dog, when you have a dog, or when I previously had a dog. I wish I could have done this before. You know what I mean? But that was like 90. I don't know. That could have been 97, 98, 99. You're already good. You're already a good boy. You're a good boy already, boo. You're already a good boy. Very good. You're already a good boy. Yeah. You're such a good boy. So anyways, yeah, we used to have a dog and it was a pit bull too. White and brown. Missed him. Missed him a lot. Anyway, so this is the this is the kind of I was like, man, this guy might be the star of my video, the star of my live stream today. Share it and talk my Knicks basketball. So Knicks talk. I feel did I give you guys enough conversations about the Knicks? What do you guys feel? I feel like you guys probably agree with everything that I'm saying. Like, there's not really much to talk about in terms of the Knicks. They pretty much answered any doubt in general this season. Um, Also, like I gotta own to the fact that I am trying to be more positive than, let's say, speak about where I'm at in terms of the team, because, like, Julius Randle was my guy when he was when he was with the team. So I still support him. He still has my support. I appreciate everything he did for my Knicks. He did a lot for my New York Knicks, Julius Randle, and I will always appreciate that from him. You know what I'm saying? He holds a lot of weight. So, he might be on another team, but I still give him a little bit of, like, wait a minute, he did a lot for my New York Knicks. You don't want to talk to the microphone? No, 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 it's okay. No, no, no. You don't have to lick it. You could talk. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're good already. You're good already. You're a good boy already. You're a good boy. No, I'm not gonna give you to. It's not for you to eat. It's okay. It was just for in case you wanted to talk. So, anyways, yeah, he says, Julius Randle did a lot for my New York Knicks, so I always have high regard for him. Um, if it's the playoffs, I'm rooting for him. Um, Stuff like that, stuff like that. I see RJ as well. I see Emmanuel quickly. I see you guys. You guys are doing good. The Raptors are doing good. I'm observing, but problem is, like, RJ's in the East, so it's like it's a little difficult. You know what I mean, to support because my Knicks are in the East, but I see them. I'm still, like, wishing well, but, like, I'm sort of wishing well, and I'm like, well, I hope this doesn't come. Hope this doesn't work against me, But man, Julius Randle, man, he put up a lot, man. This team, look how talented this team is, and he started a lot of this, started a lot of it. You appreciate, huh? You appreciate, yes, but yeah. So in terms of, like, that, you know, yeah, Julius Randle did a lot for my Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns, Karl Anthony Towns is the number one option. Tremendous talent, tremendous. Um, let's see if things will get better with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Those are like the difficult conversations to have with this team, because it's tough because you they play they we're talented, and and how well they played in the playoffs too matters. They beat the Boston Celtics, and they stick together, and the team basically is asking for our support. So, and once you ask me for that, what am I gonna do? I ain't gonna start arguing with. I ain't gonna start dissing my team. One of the most talented teams. I just wish things clicked. The synergy would be as it was with like when Julius Randle was with the team, or when Isaiah Hartenstein was with the team, or and Dante, like that synergy was crazy. So you kind of missed that. So you missed that, and you also don't want to insult today's Knicks team because we're so talented. You know, with Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Jordan Clarkson now, who I've yet to see play with the team. Mikal Bridges, you know, we're so talented. This team is like you can't go wrong. Like if you're gonna go to the NBA store and get a Knicks jersey, you can't go wrong. You know, you're only gonna express your own uniqueness of who you like to support. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong. Can you imagine? Yo, if I was 18, if I was in high school right now, 13, you don't have to be like uh, a freshman. Could be a sophomore, junior, possibly going to college. I feel like college is different, you know, when you get to college. But let's just say, like, if you're in middle school or in high school, and this is your team, you can't go wrong with either jersey. Like anybody from the starting five, you can't go wrong with getting their jersey. Even a Josh Hart jersey. Josh Hart is probably going to be coming off the bench next season. You can't go wrong with that jersey. Can't go wrong with a Josh Hart jersey at all. Jordan Clarkson, probably can't go wrong with that jersey either. So that's about it, man. I know, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, they're gonna start doing that block party thing too. I'm signed up to it, but like, I work. I work, guys. I work. I got my 9 to 5, and I did the best that I could. And then there's always things for me to get. Oh, I gotta get this, or I gotta get this little thing, and so forth. Kind of wish I had people asking me questions. I feel like it would make this live stream easier. But I feel like right now, at the moment, I just gotta continue to share with you guys who I am. You know, I also want to share with you guys what I feel about today's Knicks, today's NBA, and that's gonna be another conversation. So I guess like there's gonna be a lot of writing. I need to do some sort of writing, sort of just come through with a plan. So what am I doing today? Today, visiting my sister, my niece. I got two nieces. hmm Two nieces, and I figure like if I'm gonna be here, like why not try to live stream? Talk about Mikal Bridges and his contract situation. Mike Brown. Mike Brown did good with Keegan Murray, man. Mikal Bridges might have a strong season next season. So let's see how well Mike Brown can help out Mikal Bridges. Man, can y'all believe that Mikal Bridges shot 50% from the field last season? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. He shot 50% from the last season. I didn't know. Hey, that's a good boy. Thing about raising a dog in the neighborhood versus okay. Here, there he goes. There he goes. The dog attack. Oh. He starts off small, but then he starts to beat you up. I feel like the difference between raising a dog in the raising a dog in the city versus raising a dog in the house is too different. You know, because in the house, you know, you take him to the park, he gets to see different neighborhoods. You take him around the block. It's different. It's different, man. I feel like this guy, we gotta bring this guy to like the neighborhood or something. So we gotta bring him, you know, introduce him to like the parks, you know. Say what's up over here, say what's up over there, you know. Like it's cool to have the backyard too, but I think he kind of I feel like he wants to see other dogs and stuff. A lot of attention, this guy. I wish I could interview him. As a matter of fact, I kind of want to do. Originally, like I'm doing this video like this for real, but like originally, like I was supposed to like interview people. I still might do it too. I still might do it. Bear with me. Okay. 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 You win. You win. 1 second. hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Stay, 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 sit, 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 sit. Okay, sit, 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 sit. Rocky, sit, 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 sit. Rocky, sit, sit. Rocky, Rocky, I'm asking you to sit. Sit, sit. But I said sit, but I said sit, but I said sit. Good boy, good boy. I said good boy. I said good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Hey, 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 hey. Sit, sit, sit. 1 second. I'm busy. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Stay, 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 stay. But I said stay. Stay. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. No, no. Stay, stay. Come on, come on. Come on. This way. This way. All right. No, not that hand. Not that hand. Come over here. Yes, stay right there. Stay right there. All right. Oof. Trying angle number 2 over here. Don't fall down. So I'm at the poolside. I'm gonna show you the pool soon. Man, this dog just beat me up, man. I'll be trying, man. I'll be trying. I also try to make sure I get it on video too. But not easy. All right. Bear with me. Anyways, so hopefully you guys like the live stream. I feel like I gave you guys a lot about, in terms of me being in the video and the dog, whatever. That was pretty cool. Let's switch up. Let's switch up the video mode. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, new scene. Trying to make the most of it with Rocky over here. It's not easy. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. It takes time, man. It takes time. It takes a lot of time to sort of get in a groove and build the vibe and so forth. But I don't know, man. I'll watch it later. Rocky's a good-looking dog. Lots of energy, this guy. It's not for you to eat. No, no, just it's okay. It's okay. You're a good boy already. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. No, you're a good boy. You're a good boy already. Ah, you need like a this guy needs a girlfriend too. He needs a girlfriend. We need to find him a girl dog too. And we need to get him some dog toys. What's up with the dog toys? This guy needs some dog toys. Yo, it's energy. Um, so I feel like you know, today's video was actually um, it had to do with it's. I feel like it wasn't easy. Today's video is not easy, but I am working towards something that I've been wanting to do. I was interviewing people at Bryant Park. Could have been last year too. And I recently watched it, and I was like, "Oh snap! I kind of want to do. I want to kind of expand on that a little bit because yes, I do love to talk about my Knicks, but I also like to talk about why I'm a huge fan of the New York Knicks. You know, growing up in New York, and I still love playing basketball. So it's like that sort of thing. Like I kind of want to kind of share with you guys my perspectives, what makes me me at the same time. What else? What else I want to share with you? So it's about it's my channel is about the Knicks, also about the NBA because I'm not gonna act like I'm not a huge fan of today's NBA. Today's NBA is amazing. It's funny. Let me talk to you. I was recently playing basketball, right? I'm like, not just playing basketball. I was working on my game, right? Working on my jump shot, working on my form of my jump shot, my handle, and I get to the 3 point line, right? I'm like, all right, man, let me work on my shot. Here it goes. Um, and and I couldn't even hit rim at this point. Like I'm not hitting rim. I'm like, man, I can't even hit rim. You know, it don't make sense. Whatever. That's crazy. And then I learned, and then it dawned on me, and I'm like, yo, listen, I'm gonna have to like use my legs more. You're gonna have to use your legs. And boom, I make them right. I start to make some shots. The next day, right? Not the next day. The next time I go to shoot some hoops, I knew exactly what to do. I'm like, all right, cool. I need to use my legs. I already know this, you know, because like the first time I was like missing like I had like 5 air balls, 10 air balls, 15 air balls. I wasn't even hitting rim. So then I'm like, all right, cool, man. So then this time when I go, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna use my legs, man. That's the first thing, man. I'm not. I gotta be hitting rim at least. And sure enough, my first one, bam, splash. I knock it down, and then I'm hitting rim. I'm getting close, and everything's working. And I'm like, I don't think when I was in high school, I don't remember taking this. I was like, clearly I was not taking 3 pointers, because if I was taking 3 pointers, I would have been remembered to use my legs more, and so forth and so forth. And so I was like, man, I was like, here I thought, like, you know, for me hitting mid range, being a solid from the mid range was like hitting a 3 pointer. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to use my legs like that. Uh, but now that I'm taking 3 pointers, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm jumping, and I have solid technique with my hands and elbow and shooting 90 degrees, and I'm like, I have to kind of pay homage more to this era because I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna have to like respect this 3 point era just a little bit more because of the 3 point shooting. So I'm just gonna tip my hat off to this year. Also, like back in the in the early 90s, late 90s too. Iverson is around. I'm not working on no footwork. I'm trying to cross over and drive to the basket, right? And it wasn't until Jalen Brunson got to the team that I really cared about the combination of dribbling and doing and footwork. Even though with Melo, I was a fan of Melo's jab step and stuff like that, but that was like sort of different. Um, with Jalen Brunson, it's fun to have a handle, and I don't have to be like super fast like when I'm like 16, 17, or 18. I can be I could be regular speed, whatever, and then use some footwork and knock down the fadeaway. You know what I mean? So that's what makes this era just a bit more interesting, a bit more fun. That when I'm 18, when I was in my younger days, I had Iverson, and I can depend on speed and get into the basket. And here I am older, and I don't got the speed no more, and I can watch Jalen Brunson video clips and still have a good time just improving my basketball game, because I feel like that's what a lot of my life I definitely want to spend on. You know, just constantly getting better. That's what I enjoyed a lot growing up. Getting better, getting good at getting better is just like a vibe on its own. It's like a whole different beast. You know, uh, it makes me appreciate today's game a lot more. I'm not sure if I'm always gonna have this type of time, but I like the idea. I like making the most of it. Going to the gym, working out, and also getting to the basketball court and working on things like step back threes, working on my footwork, or Jalen Brunson footwork, working on my 3 pointers and step backs, all that stuff like Euro steps. Eventually, I haven't worked on my Euro step at all. So, but I definitely want to look into it. Like, so that's something that's like, okay, how do I do a Euro step? Because like, I don't remember. I remember doing somewhat of a Euro when Manu Ginobili was around, but I wasn't really big into. Not so much like the idea now. Like, I kind of want to like narrow it down and really get good at it. But yeah, okay, okay. Wilson, then where have I been? I've been on. If you're still in the comments, I've been I've been on Twitter a lot, and still, even there, it's like very, very hit or miss. It's just content creating is it's a lot of work. I'm constantly looking to get better and be different. So sometimes, like I spend a lot of time in different places to find ways to inspire me. So I don't know, man. I've been the honest answer is I've been on Twitter a lot, and it's not easy. It's not easy, to sort of figure out what I'm trying to do. I'm just learning to get better with it. It's what I'm learning to do. In terms of this, like for example, like I'm over here just talking to you guys, and I'm getting more comfortable doing that. Before I used to sort of obsess about doing things like the way most people do it. You know, Nowadays I'm sort of accepting to do things however they may be. So, for example, if today I'm visiting my sister. We're with the dog. I want to talk Knicks basketball. I'm not at home, so things are not gonna be like the way I have it fixated, right? So I sort of am becoming more like learning how to move with life, so to speak. So if I'm over here, I'm gonna be. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm gonna do. So it's that sort of thing. So that's sort of where I'm at in terms of that. Also, like there's a lot of things that a lot of this stuff that content creating is a lot of improving. It's a lot of learning, and I kind of always want to learn to be different and learn to be a little bit more unique than anybody. So not more than anybody, but more unique than everybody. So I like to stand out my own way if I could. If I could, And if not, it's okay. You know, um, it is with me. The only thing, if you know, at first throughout the years, I wanted to be different with in terms of this, in terms of that. Now I'm sort of just want to be my more. You know, I'm learning that the more I am being myself, the more different things it will be. So, but it's good to see you guys. Good to see Wilson Dang and everybody in the chat. Oh, I've been on Twitter world. Oof. The chat is I've been through Twitter world for sure. I don't know. I feel like these days on Twitter, there's no more war. Everybody's sort of like everybody's positive. Everything's all good. Everything is easy. You know. No, no, that's it. Uh, anyway, it's getting dark. Hold on, I'm getting attacked. I'm getting. This guy, when he wants attention, boy. Whew. Okay. Yes, Rocky. No, I can't. I can't. He wants me to play rough, but I can't play rough. The only time I can play rough is in my 20s. My right now, me? No, 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 no. Forget it. I can't play rough at all. That's it, man. Anyways, just out here playing with Rocky. Not even close. Not even close. Am I gonna play rough with you? Not even close. Not even close. Okay. Okay. This guy. Ain't no winning against this dog, man. We need to find your girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need a girlfriend. This guy's ready to go. Get your girl. Get you some puppies. Take you on some. I saw this. I don't know where I seen this, but I seen like somebody like these dog walkers. The dog walkers make a lot of money, and they take them to places like I don't know, like places to swim, to the park. They train them. Like that's a pretty good side hustle. I think it's also a lot of good vibe too. Like who doesn't like being around dogs, right? I, I should jump. I should look into that. Except, there's always an exception. There's always a reason why. But like, there are some people that who are very good, who have very good relationships with dogs, have 10 years experience. I wish I had those 10 years experience with dogs, and so that I can dog walk, and then that way I can control more dogs, take them to the park, make sure that they don't fight and stuff like that. This guy right here always got a lot of energy. Always, man. So I gotta share with you guys where I got this idea from too. Like another reason how I got this idea. Like I remember I was in a Knicks game, right? So I'm watching, and I still probably have it up. So I'm watching the Knicks game. It was like the Knicks against the OKC Thunder, and we ended up losing that game too. But and Shea Gilgis was tough that game. It was like 2023 season. We played OKC Thunder. They were giving out the white Knicks hats. Um, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The white Knicks hats. They're like dad hats. And I always record every time when I go to a Knicks game. I always record. Now this time I might need my light. Like it's getting so dark. Like I might need to add my light. Bear with me. Um, a second. But anyway, let me go. Let me continue the story. Cause anyway, so I record a lot when I go to Knicks game, right? So I watch the game. I was talking, and then I'm like, yo, man, I'm so out of space that it's cheaper for me to live stream than it is to record it on a video, right? Because like I like to ideally I like to like put it on video. So I remember I was like, I'm just gonna just like live stream it. I still have whatever it is with it, and then I'll I just like live stream it. So it started off with that. And I remember like I'm like, oh snap, that's kind of cool that I went to a Knicks game and I didn't have to because my phone is always maxed out. Like I never have space um, and whatever. So when I went to the Knicks game, I was like, all right, cool. So then I went. Then one day I wanted to interview people, and I was like, all right, cool. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna continue the whole saving in order to save my phone space and put it on video. I'm just gonna like live stream it, and I'm just gonna like do whatever. And then today I'm continuing the same thing. I'm just like, man, I'm just whatever, man. I'm gonna save myself that space and live stream it. And yeah, Here I am today, live streaming, kicking it with y'all, and y'all getting to know me. I think that's important. I think that's important. Um, I wish I had more questions, right, for me to answer. But that's not the situation, and I have to like get comfortable talking about myself and talking about what I'm, and I also talk about today too. Like I can't get caught up too much over here, can't get caught up too much over there, can't get caught up with too much with the Knicks, get caught up too much with the NBA. I just gotta sort of like keep it in the balance. That's my goal. That's my goal. Keeping things in a balance. Meanwhile, I'm gonna throw some lights over here. Bear with me one second. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. One second. Once I'm about to get up, I can't do nothing. He doesn't even let me get up. Doesn't even let me get up. Okay. Not me. Hold on. Hey, hey, I didn't do nothing to you. I don't know, but I was getting beat up by Rocky right now. This guy, he will climb up top of you and everything. Anyways, I kind of hope that you guys enjoy the live stream. I want to hope that I hope that I like the live stream after I finish watching this video, watching it. Looking back, that'll be interesting. Shout out to people all over the world, man. I'll be looking like at my live stream, even though it's quiet now. But these people seem to be all over the world, so that's pretty cool. And this is Raf's, Knicks, and NBA podcast. Look for me to start my podcast pretty soon. I don't know when. Been trying to start it for years, but it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn. It's a lot of this, a lot of that. Um, a lot of time is being spent on learning new things because I want to do things differently all the time, you know? So I lean on my imagination, and my imagination causes me to be away a lot, learning a lot. So I have learned a lot, and this is like one of those things today where I am doing what I want to do. Stay. Don't move, Rocky. Okay, yeah. Just added a light fixture right now. Costed me like a couple of minutes. Hopefully you guys noticed that I added a light fixture. Can y'all tell the difference? All right. Let me fall back and relax. That's what it's about when you're sitting next to a poolside. You want to sit back, relax, enjoy the vibe, live stream. It's going to be today's live stream for sure. I don't know, man. How long have I been live streaming? Okay, Rocky. Here comes Rocky now. He wants to join in the conversation. I want to get Rocky. I wonder if they sell Knicks things for dogs. That'd be kind of cool. I think I want to go to like the NBA store and see. Hey, listen, do you have anything about the Knicks? Put it on, so I can put it on the dog. See if I can get him on the video, on the live stream. This dog is like this. He's like masterful at starting off slow and then building his way into like, yes, he's getting comfortable now. Well, he's seen himself a couple of times in this video, in this live stream, because the camera. I'm just over here watching the dog walk back and forth. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's only so much. It's only so many times I can move the camera. You know what I mean? Now, had I had my DJI camera, I can manage it through my phone better. But I left that camera behind. I was like, nah, we don't need it. I want to say though, like I hope everybody's having a good summer. Hopefully, you guys are making the most of it. When I was younger, right? When I was younger, I couldn't make the most of it because at that time, I didn't have that much money, right? And now I don't have the time for it, let alone the energy for it too. The energy for it too is like, make the energy for it. What's another thing? What's another reason why I don't do so many things? Time. You work 40 hours a week. It's crazy because, you're in school. You think like, all right, man, I can't wait to grow up, man. I have a job and I have money. And you still have to like, you still get stuck. You still stuck to the 40-hour a week thing, whether you're learning or whether you're working. And if you're smart, you're working and you're learning something, right? So it's like you're always stuck on a 40-hour work schedule or 35 if you're lucky. And then you need to get ahead too. So it's like you have to constantly, like, one thing I wish I was doing. Well, if I had I known about content creation, I probably would have been going to school uh, as well. So it's a lot of time. I just wish when I had the time that the family had money for us to do more. Good to see you, Rocky. Good to see you. You want to climb up? You want to climb up? Let's climb up. Come on. Let's go. Good to see you, buddy. Who could- Yeah, this dog, man. Like, you gotta survive the love attacks. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. That's for sure. You gotta be strong. Okay, okay, okay already. Okay. Yeah, this guy. Yeah. I gotta ask him how old he is. Yeah, I think he needs a girl, man. Wait a minute, not that no, but okay. Good boy. That's it. Oh, no, okay. Good dog. That's a good dog. I can't survive. Trying to survive the love attacks. Who can survive Rocky's love attacks? This guy is like, whew. Yeah. You didn't tell me that. You sent the text? Okay, let me take a look. Guys, I gotta get going. I gotta get going. It was fun. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'll see you guys on my next live stream. Let's see. Depending how it goes, um, let's see how much better I can make it. So, appreciate you all. See you in my next live stream. Peace out, guys. So let me see if this is how I look. Let me just, I don't know, maybe try to take a good picture here before I go. All right, y'all. So I really had a good time kicking it with you guys, talking Knicks basketball, talking about the NBA, talking about life, talking about me growing up, talking about why I like to continue to get better, you know. So those are the different aspects of myself, and I'll see you in my next live stream. I see ya. Hopefully, we talk about more Knicks basketball. We could talk more NBA and why I'm such a huge fan of the Knicks. Why I'm such a huge fan of the NBA. And New York City, New York, Manhattan, and all that stuff. So I'll kick it with y'all later. If you have any questions for me in my next live stream, please let me know in the comments or whatever. And I appreciate y'all. All right, man. Peace.